We have been asked to calculate the variance and standard deviation for this grouped data. You can see we have classes here 5 to 11, 12 to 18, all the way up to 54 to 60, and the corresponding frequencies. Now, starting the first question, for us to calculate variance, we first of all need the mean. And for us to calculate the mean, we need these first four columns. This one for class, midpoint x, f, and fx. Class simply refers to the groups that we have up here, the ones that have been listed across, and the ones that we list down column-wise in this first column as shown. Then midpoint x is calculated by taking these values, we add them and divide by 2. 5 plus 11 gives us 16, divided by 2 gives us 8, so we write 8 there. 12 plus 18 divided by 2 gives us 30 divided by 2, that is 15. Then in that similar manner, you'll get 19 plus 25 divided by 2, giving us 22. And the rest are also calculated in that similar manner. F stands for frequency, and it refers to the number of observations corresponding to every class that we have here. So simply put, these are the values that we list column-wise in the F column. 2, 5, 11, 19, 15, 9, 6, and 3 are the ones we list here. So the first one will be 2, then the next one is 5, then the rest, of course, will be shortlisted in that similar manner. Now we shall need the total for this column, total for column F. Therefore, we calculate it, and that gives us summation F is equal to 70. We simply add these ones to get that. When you add them, you get 70. Column Fx is got or calculated by taking a value in column F times the corresponding value in the X column. So the first one will be gotten by taking 2 times 8, giving us 16. The next one will be 5 times 15, gives us 75. 11 times 22, like that, up to the last one, which is 57 times 3, giving us 171. We also need this total. We need the total for this column. When we add them, we shall get summation Fx, which is equal to 2282. Now with these two totals, we can be able to calculate the mean. Therefore, we shall say mean is equal to summation Fx over summation F. In other words, the mean is given by a total of column Fx, which is this one here, divided by the total of column F, which is this one here. If you do that, you'll get it being equal to 2282 divided by 70, which gives you 32.6. That is the with this mean here that we have calculated, we can now be able to calculate variance and standard deviation. And that can be achieved by having these 3 extra columns. The first column D stands for deviation, and that's got by taking all the values in the midpoint X, subtract the mean we have calculated, which is 32.6, as indicated here. So the first value will be got by taking 8 minus 32.6, and that gives you negative 24.6. The next one will be found by taking 15 minus the mean, which is 32.6. That gives you negative 17. Then the rest will also be done in a similar manner. We shall have 22 minus 32.6, 29 minus 32.6, all the way up to 57 minus 32.6. That will give you these figures here. Now, having found D, the next column requires us to get D squared. That means we take the values we have calculated in this D column, we keep squaring them to get the value to right here. The first one will be found by taking negative 24.6 squared. That will give you 605.16. Negative 17.6 squared will give you 309.76. Negative 10.6 squared will give you like that 112.36, and the rest will be found in that similar manner. This is 24.4 squared, giving you 595.36. The last column is d squared f. You can see d squared is this one, and f is this column. So we shall take a value from this column times the corresponding value in this column. That will give us the value right here. The first one will be 605.16 times 2. 605.16 times 2, giving us 1210.32. The second one will be given by 309.76 times 5. 309.76 times 5, giving us 1548.80. The next one will be 11 times 112.36, and so we shall get the remaining ones in that similar manner. This last one is found by taking 3 times 595.36. When we have calculated them, we need the total for this column. That will give us summation d squared f, and that is equal to 8,990.8. Now, with that, we can be able to calculate the variance. We shall say variance is given by summation d squared f, summation f. Summation d squared f is this total we have found here, and the total, summation f is the total we had found for column x. So that means variance will be given as 8,890.8, being this figure here, divided by 70, and that gives you 128.44, 128.44, and that is the variance. So the first question has been solved. The second one wanted us to get standard deviation. Standard deviation is normally found by taking the square root of the variance. Standard deviation is found by getting the square root of variance, which we have already calculated here and found to be 128.44. So standard deviation will be equal to the square root of 128.44. Using either calculator or whichever method, you will realize that the square root of 128.44 is 11.33, and that is our standard deviation.